That's crazy. I should just be going live. I guess today they having issues with the streams. Let me get Instagram back, right?
But shit, we live right now, sis.
I know, but I don't think Instagram's live.
No, let me see. Hold on, let me make sure.
I don't think so.
Oh, this must be YouTube that's live.
Yeah, YouTube is live. I don't think Instagram is. I'm gonna redo that one right now.
Nah, we not live.
Yep. Let me get IG back right. And then we can get going. Come on, man. There we go. There we go. There we go. IG is there. There we go. I think we
Okay,
good now.
it is there. It is there. It
I
is
think
there.
we good now. So how you doing, brother?
Good, man. Good, good. We our intro messed up. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. I
What
don't
you
like
mad
that.
at, man? I mean,
This fucking game is about winning and losing. Me, I don't fucking lose.
all right, man. Let's get it. We had to just get it right, man.
Man, you know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite joints, man. We can't. That's why I picked it. That's my
Yeah, I
favorite.
appreciate it, man. Yeah, I had to get that right. We had to get. So how are you, man? You good?
I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
Good,
I'm good.
good.
I was man. Hold on. Let me pick it up. I'm finna talk about the song, man.
Oh shit, well, go ahead.
You said, hold on, shit. I'm trying to get. I'm gonna fuck the verse up because it's been a while. When you said you said, "I tell the truth. My life is real." I let you tell it. We couldn't even tell. So we couldn't even tell. I was like, oh, I'll get it later.
Yeah, you keep. We hear your stories. We couldn't even tell it's you.
Yeah, couldn't even tell. Listen, I got my Yankee cap on because Hove is back. You know what I'm saying?
That's for Hove, not the Knicks.
That's definitely not the Knicks. Fuck the Knicks.
Ah!
Respectfully and disrespectfully. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a New York sports fan at all, outside of the Yankees.
Speaking of Hove, Jay-Z and the Roots headline, the Roots picnic in Philly.
Hey, man, you should.
And Jay-Z spit a freestyle at the beginning of his set.
Man, you doing this wrong.
Huh?
You doing this wrong. As you talking, every time you pause, you should be hitting a gunshot. Pow, pow, pow.
Ah.
You do. Oh, man.
All right, hold on. I'll do it even better.
Yeah. You gotta.
So Hove performed at Roots picnic.
Exactly.
And he started his set with a freestyle. We took shots at Dame Dash, Oskino, Nicki Minaj.
Yes, sir.
Drake.
Boom, boom.
And as people keep dissecting this verse, there's even others.
Jaguar.
Nicki Minaj's husband.
And brother. I got some weird cases. Why are you around? Let's just call it what it is, man.
All right, so what are your thoughts on this freestyle and the things that he said, man? I gotta get your 2 cents.
All right, thoughts on the freestyle, man. I thought it was amazing. I know a lot of the young guys with the mumble rap didn't understand it because I came to a realization about the freestyle, and because at first I was mad at people talking about these little young niggas don't know hip hop. No, they just wasn't around to understand the maturation of all these stories of what happened, right, over all these years. And it all kind of just hit the head over the last 2.5 years or so, where people have just been talking reckless about Hove, and he been sitting back, looking at his Basquiat's in his kitchen, drinking Ace of Spades and Douce with his kids at night, you know what I'm saying, having cigars with a $2 million watch on. And he stepped outside and said, yo, nigga, I'm still from Brooklyn. And he made reference to that when he said, man, fuck that picnic or whatever he has, nigga, we go right back to it. Because again, Bleak said something about Hov a couple weeks ago. They had nothing to do with this before it came out. Bleak said, y'all gotta understand, man, Hov is a project baby. So no matter how rich he get, he's still gonna be a project baby. And they must have forgot. And he came out talking about niggas losing their teeth, talking about Nicki Minaj studying on stage, and she back on that stuff, talking about the weird cases her brother and her husband got, talking about Drake that he ain't never looked up to no rapper, nigga, you was always looked up to me. He talked about Kanye West. You should drop that beat there. Kanye West. Talk about his kids. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot built up. He came out of the Basquiat braids and said, nigga, it's Brooklyn. It's Brooklyn. That's how I felt it. So I couldn't come on here and not wear a Yankee fitted in the name of Hov. Respect to the God, the GOAT. My nigga came out shooting fire. Even now I was sitting back going, damn, nigga, I'm glad I ain't said nothing. So, yeah, man. And then he put on a great show. And then he put on an amazing show. So, man, but he started with that freestyle was so hard.
So, all right, I'm gonna give my objective opinion about it. I personally thought the freestyle was just okay.
Wait, you thought I fanned out a little bit too much?
No. I'm saying no. My bad. Objective was a little pointed. My bad. I'm gonna give my opinion that people may not expect me to give. I thought the freestyle was okay. I didn't think it was amazing. I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't think it was none of those things. I thought he addressed the things that he wanted to address, and I felt like he was trying to make a moment, which is exactly what he did. And I also think that the timing of like the Yankee Stadium shows gives some time for him to even do more at that point. I don't really care about the hair and all that shit. I was joking with some of my niggas, on Saturday this weekend. We was calling them the sixth member of Bone Thugs. We was calling that nigga Hovey Bone. Yeah, we had jokes. We was calling him Hovey Bone. I don't really care about Jay-Z's hair. I think he should cut it and go back to a Caesar, but that's just me. Aside from that, I don't really give a fuck. I did think that the freestyle was just okay. I felt like he addressed what he needed to address. Did I feel like it was the most lyrical? No. I will say this, for the first time ever, I seen Hov a little emotional on stage. Like, he seemed like he was really angry, and I think that might have fucked his flow up a little bit. It felt like he didn't have that freestyle down pat the way we've seen him have freestyles down pat before. Like, I like to talk about like the freestyle at the B-side show that everybody seems to talk about a lot. You know what I'm saying? Where he talked about, Steve Jobs being super wealthy and nobody hating on him, but they hate on him and it be the people that look like him. So
let keep choking it because we're gonna turn style.
Yeah. That's the Jay freestyle flow that I'm used to, and it just wasn't that this time around. I'm just gonna keep it tall. But he got off when he needed to get off. He made a moment. I do think that for the youngins, I hate their opinions, but I understand them. Just because, watching Jay last night would be like starting off Power watching Raising Kanan. It's like you didn't get the story. You don't even understand the significance of Kanan and Rock and all these people because you didn't even get the original story. You don't even know who Ghost is. You don't know his story. You don't know Tommy. You don't know Tasha. You don't know Angela. You don't know none of these people. And that's person. Yeah. So if you take away the significance of, or you take away the context of everything that we know about Jay, then you start to understand why these kids are like, what's so crazy about this? You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I get it on both sides, but I mean, I think he got his point across. He made the moment that he wanted to make, and I think if there's any more talk before the Yankee shows, then we'll probably hear a new freestyle at these Yankee shows, and
Well,
I'm
I,
excited.
well, I think he's gonna bring this one back out, and I think he's gonna add to it. That's my opinion. I think he's gonna add to this freestyle.
Well, I think he's going to get some responses before that, and he'll have an opportunity to write something new.
Who responds? That's the question.
Drake.
And
Drake.
I think Nicki's gonna get on her Twitter fingers. She's gonna start tweeting if she hasn't already. Because I've been following.
I think Drake is going to respond with raps. I think Drake is going to. This is what I predicted. I think you're going to get an Iceman deluxe version, and them extra songs are going to have some shots for sure.
Well, I think Drake is. I think he's been waiting for this moment. Honestly, I think he's been tuning up for this moment. He's been plotting. You know, he's been plotting that whole thing. Yeah. So I do think Drake will respond. I think. I mean, Dame Dash posted the meme. He responded. Encino, he responded. He said some dumb shit that I think like. Talk about you got a haircut, you can't talk to me. Nigga, who is you, nigga?
Yo, Oshino's weird, dog. Like, this nigga just be saying anything to say anything. I gotta keep it all. Like, I used to like him as an artist, but like, Oshino be saying weird. He's like, the nigga got on his pod or whatever his thing is. It was like, how you just go from dreads to an afro? Like, you can pick dreads out, dummy. How not black are you? My nigga, like, what are we talking about here? Like, yeah, I can't do the whole...
Yeah, man.
Oh, we got some comment.
So I think that. We're comments where?
On YouTube, and one of them is horrible. Fox and Jackson's World, what up? One of them I erased. She said, I am a part of a certain community, and she asked if we wanted to do something with her. No, or whatever.
No. We won't be entertaining any of those.
I was like, that's off. That's off. That comment is getting deleted.
Hey, leave us out the Diddy stories, all right?
Please, we never.
Leave us out the Diddy stories, people.
I was never famous enough to go to a Diddy party.
No, and I'm okay.
Never.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm super cool with
that.
You
can never say I did something that I didn't do with somebody I didn't meet. So. Period.
All right.
So here's my question to you, man. Because I want to stay on this for a little bit. So. Do we get it back and forth with Drake and Hov? Do we like a real one?
No.
I
don't think Jay-Z would ever engage to that level. I mean, I'll put it to you like this: for Jay-Z to do that, Drake would have to drop a super skating disc. That, like, I'm talking about, he would have to drop Hit 'Em Up. Like, I'm talking about super skating. Like, he'd have to say some wild shit about Jay's kids or his wife. Like, he would really have to go, like, jump out of the window to get Jay to engage in that way. And I don't think Drake wants to do that, nor is he. I mean, I guess he's capable of it, but I mean, I don't know. That's another thing. Like, Drake is not really a vulgar person like that. Like, in my opinion, to get Jay outside, you would have to test his manhood on the way to where that inner nigga from Brooklyn's really going to want to just take off on you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I doubt that. I think what could happen is you get a Drake response, you get a Jay-Z response at the Yankee Stadium show, then you get, it cools off for a while, and then whenever Jay drops whatever he drops, then it kind of ignites again. Drake, I don't think it'll ever become what Kendrick and Drake did. Nah.
So, I agree with you. Hey, let me ask you a question about this, because you're the rapper. What's up with Drake's fans, man? In their response to all this.
I want to actually show something, because I mean, just the amount of fucking...
What's up with Drake's fans, man?
So this is the type of dumb shit that Drake fans be saying. So this is the thread back and forth for the YouTube viewers and for the people on Instagram, wherever you're viewing from. So this guy jumped out the window and said, UMG gave Jay-Z his masters back because nobody listens to those albums enough to even chart. Let's tell the whole truth. Artists like Drake He says, let's tell the whole truth. Truth. Artists like Drake, Kanye, and Kendrick are probably never going to get 100% ownership of their works because it's too valuable and they chart consistently 10 to 15 years later to this day. Jay-Z albums don't. My response to this was UMG didn't give Jay his masters back. It was part of his compensation package in exchange for him being president of Def Jams. Gotta do your homework, G. Loud and wrong ain't it. My issue with these Drake fans is simple. Anything Drake does, whether it makes sense or not, they co-sign. If they told you, if Drake told his fans Going to Hell was lit, they would do it. They would be like, yeah, fuck heaven. Like, no, let's go to hell. Let's go do that. If Drake fans said worship a statue that had no significance, they would be like, this statue is the greatest statue of all time. I don't understand how we start getting things twisted. When a nigga says, don't talk tough to me, talk to the niggas that own your publishing. He's saying that because he's in a space to where he owns his publishing and it's still extremely valuable. Jay-Z has 44 million monthly listeners on Spotify. How could someone make up some insane thing that his masters aren't worth anything? There was just a very public dispute around the masters of his least selling album just last year. And yet,
they're so familiar.
And yet,
so
right, right. And yet, his masters don't mean anything. And this is the last thing I'm going to address. Charting. I am tired of fans talking about album sales like they're his, like they own them. Motherfucking album sales mean nothing to you as the fan. As a fan, how much something sold should never change what it sounds like to you sonically. I hate having conversations with fans, people that don't make music, about charts. And you don't even know how these charts come to be. And it ain't just record sales. It really ain't. You don't know how these things even are contrived, the people, the interests that are into it, how they even come to be, who controls them. There's a whole system around these things, and you're over here talking about charting. Number two, why would a chart from 30 years ago be charting? Why would an album from 30 years ago be charting now?
That ain't Michael Jackson.
When Jay-Z put out his first album, Drake was like 11. Do you think that Drake Take Care or Thank Me Later is still charting? No, it is not still charting. So I just need fans to just stay in your fucking lane, bro. Like, stop talking about a business you know nothing about. That's what I hate about Drake fans. Fuck them niggas. All right, let's get into...
They're weird as fuck.
So what other parts of the performance did you fuck with?
I just honestly, I mean, you know me, I'm a whole fan. The biggest one was seeing him bring out Beanie Sigel and Freeway. Like, I said, okay, that made me feel good. That made me feel like, okay, my nigga, all right. There's been some conversations being had, some adult conversations that's been had, because even Siegs he's been like, you know, he's been having some real, like, on these podcasts, talking more coherent, less angry. I think he's grown up a little bit. He sat back and done the math and said, okay, it ain't whole. Nigga, a lot of this is me. A lot of this me is listening to the wrong people and following the wrong wave. You know, and I got some good advice from certain people. When I didn't listen, I listened to other people. So that made me feel good. There's some adult conversations behind the thing, because apparently all of Rockefeller was there. Minus a few. You know.
Hey, man.
Sparks was there.
Made millions. Dame made millions.
Man,
Beans would tell you if he wasn't in his feelings.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So that made me feel good. Like, okay, the family's back together for as far as rap's concerned, right? So that was the best part for me. But other than that, man, I just enjoyed the show. I think people need to stop going to Ho's sets asking for Beyonce to come out. This nigga wife works enough. She don't have to come out every time Jay-Z jumps on stage. His wife is a workaholic. Leave her alone.
Yeah, I really love that part. I was gonna say the same thing. Bringing the Rock back together really felt good. It was nostalgic, and it being in Philly as well and doing the state property thing. It was really good to see Bleak and Hove back on stage together. You don't see that often anymore. I really love seeing the young guns out there because I'm a huge fan of young Chris. I fuck with him heavy. I really love seeing Jasmine Sullivan up there. Although I will say this. I do have a friend now that has a relationship with Mecca, who was originally on that record, Feeling It, for Reasonable Doubt. And I actually might end up doing a record with her soon. But I wonder why she wasn't involved, because she's very much still an artist and very much can sing very well still. So I'm wondering what that was, why Jasmine Sullivan needed to fill in there. I don't know. But nonetheless, I am a fan of Jasmine.
Yeah, I was saying it's Jasmine. It could be it's
Yeah,
Jasmine. If she was in the building.
Yeah, I was gonna say. However, I am a fan of Jasmine. I ain't gonna hold you. I am a fan of her. I think she has one of the most incredible voices on the planet right now. And I mean, I didn't have a problem with it. And she did some solo shit too, so that might have been the reason. But I would love to see like that. That's one of my favorite records on Reasonable Doubt. So I would love to see it like performed in its original.
Yeah, I would love to see that. But I've seen Mary in the crowd at a Hove concert, and he do the Mary joint. So you know what I'm saying.
This is true. This is very true.
It could be she ain't feeling it, or it could be I saw her, and I was like, "Yo, come do this."
This is true. All right, so let's get to some NBA playoffs conference talk. The Spurs upset the OKC Thunder to advance to the finals. Gotta get your thoughts on Game 7.
Was it upset though? I thought it was pretty evenly matched.
I mean, I think the Spurs were favored going into the game.
You mean OKC was the favorite?
OKC, my bad. OKC, I think, was favored going into the game, and I think they were favored going into the series. So it's an upset.
Okay, yeah, okay. Well I mean, I do get that part. I was more speaking as because I had picked Spurs in 7 anyway. I just felt like they were pretty evenly matched. Both of them had nightmare matchups with each other. And I figured it was going to play out a long drawn series. I'm surprised that there was a bunch of blowouts though. I thought the series would be more, like you said, they weren't like huge blowouts. They were close blowouts.
You know what? They were good games for 3.5 quarters.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, a team pulls away and the other team couldn't figure it out.
Right.
So, like the best blowout you're gonna get is that kind of blowout. So, so my thoughts is, man, I picked them. I just think Wemby he's a nightmare matchup for everybody. I feel like they got three or four great guards. They got an NBA champion in Harrison Barnes. I mean, they were poised to do it, and I think Wemby, Will being out hurt OKC. Obviously, it hurt. Chet looked like he was a shell of himself.
We're gonna talk about that.
Call it what it is, and we'll get to that. And I got some choice words for him as well. So I felt like the Spurs is poised to win this series, and I couldn't really tell you why. I think I said that a couple of shows ago. I don't really have a reason why. I just feel like the Spurs is going to win.
Yeah, my thoughts on Game 7, a lot was centered around Chet and just overall injuries. I felt like this entire series overall was just a conversation about injuries. I do feel like the teams were evenly yoked, but I feel like OKC playing the majority of the year and the majority of the playoffs without their second best player certainly affected them. When you can go out there and hunt SGA like that on defense and nobody else is able to, relieve the tension consistently, it becomes really tough. And so, De'Aaron Fox got healthy at the right time and Jay Will got injured at the right time. And it just, even when Jay Will was out there doing his thing, you could tell he was a shell of himself. He couldn't really move that well. And his timing was just way off. Like this dude shot a few like backboard joints that were just like, yeah, you clearly don't have your rhythm. Yeah, you don't have your rhythm. And so I just felt like it was that. I felt like, if the injury luck would have fell on OKC side, they would have won the series. And if the injury, luck fell on, it fell on the Spurs side, so they won the series.
I do want to say this too, because I don't want to give a pass thing of the injury because I say injury. Look, injuries are part of sports and shit happens. So,
1000%. So, in light of Chet Holmgren's 4-point game 7% performance, should the Thunder pursue trading Chet Holmgren?
For what? That's the only question I have. He's still
I have an idea.
He's still talented. He's still talented enough. He's still young enough. I mean, it wasn't the skill; it was the lack of heart that he showed for me. That if I was in that locker room, in that management team, I would definitely entertain it. It would just depend on what I could get back for it. And I can't see myself giving that kind of money the way he folded under pressure. Like, he just disappeared. It's one thing to have a bad game. You can't shoot the ball twice and tell me you got a bad game. That's not how it works. You can't go 0 for 2 and say, I'm having a bad game. You can't go 0 for 4. You can't go 0 for 6. Go 1 for 18 and tell me you had a bad game. You can't. So I didn't like that. I didn't like the way he was looking. That body language, he looked defeated. And if I was in the front office and I was a decision maker, I would be definitely entertaining things, ideas on how to get better by removing him.
Before we get to my comments, I gotta play something because this is crazy, bro. This is fucking crazy, bro. Look at this shit, bro.
Oh, I know what you're going to play.
Their youth days, and this was as the timeout was called. And what's Taylor Williams? Hey, wait a minute. I saw that. You're going to play like this. The rapper goes back to their youth days, and this was as the timeout was called. And what's Taylor Williams?
Bruh, he completely.
And that was on purpose. Women did it on purpose.
Of course it was. Look, I'm going to keep it tall with you. I think that the Spurs or the Thunder should make some radical moves this summer, but we'll talk about that in the next segment. But I will say this, yes, they should pursue trading Chet. And it has nothing to do with his it's nothing to do with his skills. When a player is broken, you can rarely ever get him back. And when a player is intimidated by another player, you can rarely ever get him back. The moment that you show fear to your opponent, it's almost impossible to be able to overcome that fear. And Chet Holmgren, in my opinion, is just not built like that. You could tell. And it's just like, you got to get off him while his value is high. At the end of the day, he was still top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting. I think he was 3rd team All-NBA this year.
All-NBA player.
Yeah, he's an All-NBA player. So I think, and he's just about to hit his rookie extension number. So with so many assets, should the Thunder go after Giannis?
I think everybody who has a brain should go after Giannis, to be honest with you.
Everybody what?
With a brain should go after Giannis, to be honest with you. Because, you don't get that kind of a player in the market very often. And I think he can change the landscape of a lot of things. And you pair him with SGA and possibly Jay Will, but Jay got a lot of money coming up, so you might have to get rid of Jay too. But I'm okay.
I know exactly the deal. And
I'm okay getting rid of. If I get Giannis, I'm okay getting rid of Jay Will and shit. I'm just saying. I'm okay with it. I am okay with it.
I'm gonna tell you the deal that's going to happen. I'm predicting this. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm predicting that this happens this summer.
Sham's room.
I predict that OKC trades Chet Holmgren and Jay Williams to the Milwaukee Bucks for Giannis and Miles Turner and draft compensation. Book it. OKC has everything that Milwaukee wants. They wanted a blue chip player. They can get 2 of them. They wanted draft compensation. OKC has all of it. And as well, OKC has to get off of both of those contracts because they're going into the second apron this summer as soon as those contracts hit the books, because both Chet and Jay Will are going into their rookie extensions. Both of them are slated to make $40 million. So what OKC is probably going to do is they're going to trade off both of them for Giannis and Miles Turner, maybe even get a third team involved and flip Miles Turner to a third team for maybe a couple second rounders or a second rounder really low. And then they can get themselves under the apron. They have Giannis paired with SGA now with the rest of the guys that they have. They still have some shit to figure out with Dort and also who's Hardenstein. Both of those guys are UFAs. So they have some things to figure out. But the first piece is going to get Giannis, and they have everything to give Milwaukee. Everything. They have the best package to give Milwaukee.
I will say this. You know, typically when you have these superstars to get traded, the market is slim or bare, as they call it. The market's bare, right? You don't have very many teams that can actually make the move to get them. Milwaukee's in a great position.
Mm-hmm.
Milwaukee has about 4 or 5 teams they can go to and get what they want out of them. They can go to Boston. They can go to OKC.
Mm-hmm.
They can go to LA. They can go to
Golden State.
It's a lot of places that'll be like, we can deal with you. We can make it happen. And Milwaukee can get what they want. You know,
nobody can offer them a better package than OKC. No one.
So,
because you got 2 guys that are all NBA players. Jay Will was all NBA last year. Chet's all NBA this year. You got 2 guys that are just entering their 5-year extensions. So you have these guys long term. You can build around them now, and OKC is probably going to ship a couple picks. So I get a couple picks to build around them, and I have 2 blue chip players right now. Nobody can, and you know me, I thought Golden State had the best package until this Western Conference Finals ended the way it did. And I'm like, I started doing research about their cap issues, and I'm like, they have to get off one of these niggas, minimum. Maybe even both.
You got Minnesota who can get involved in this. You got a lot of shit that can happen with Giannis. And that's typically not how it goes. You have a lot of leg room to move if you're Milwaukee.
Hey, and Giannis gets to go to an organization that's well ran, well coached, and an organization that's poised to win right now. And he has a co-star with him that's about that life too.
We need to find out if, and we won't, obviously we can't find out, but I know at one point Giannis the rumors and speculation was Giannis want to stay in the East. But with realignment, OKC might end up in the East.
My thing is this. Other than Boston, which Boston doesn't even really, because they don't have the draft compensation. All they can really do is give you a blue chip player. They have to get another team involved. So
you start up. That's the thing.
Yeah. So if you get Jaylen Brown back, that's great, but you don't get much more. With OKC, you can potentially get 2 All-NBA players and draft compensation. And these are players that already play with each other, so there's already some synergy there.
Yeah, but the question I would ask if I was Milwaukee, like, is there ability to do these things because they were playing with SGA, or is it based off of themselves, right?
I think Jay Will way more than Chet, obviously. I think Jay Will has aspirations to do more. There were questions in that finals last year as to who performed better in certain points. So I think Jay Will has a higher ceiling than he's shown. And I think similar to like Jaylen Brown in Boston, Jay Will probably wants that opportunity to go over there and shine and do his thing.
Sure he does.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think he wants that opportunity where I think he knows playing along SGA, he's going to be in that shadow. Where Giannis and SGA, you know, obviously SGA is the homegrown talent, you know, kind of the homegrown talent, and SGA is the guy there. So Giannis understands going in, it's like, all right, well, this is SGA's team, but I play a huge part of this fucking thing, and we can make this thing go. I think
I'm not sure. Look, I love SGA. I'm not sure it's his team Giannis gets there. If things change real fast, that's a good problem though for OKC to have. That's a good problem.
That's SGA's team, bro. I listen. I think Giannis is amazing. You know how I feel about him, but at the end of the day, you got to remember, SGA is already the greatest Thunder to ever play there. He's a 2-time MVP. He's absolutely. He won a championship there. He's won a Finals MVP there.
I think he's most decorated Thunder.
I think overall, you know that the last 4 years, SGA has had record levels of efficiency in his position.
Kevin Durant won the MVP there. Kevin Durant just a better player than he was.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, the last 4 years, SGA has had record seasons.
He's most decorated. I can't say he's the greatest because I look at greatness different.
I'm just saying. Nonetheless, when that nigga hangs it up, there's this jersey in the rafters and there's a trophy out front and there's a fucking statue out front.
I hear you, but
no question about it.
But when Giannis come in there and start getting 34 and 17, nigga, things start changing. Things look different when they come and get you 34 and 17.
I hear you, but don't act like SGA's not out there gonna be giving you fucking 34 and 8.
Yeah, but 34 and 17, that should be Giannis numbers is like he playing Sega. Not even PS3. He be like
nigga, solo SGA's, nigga. SGA be averaging fucking 32 and 8 and be shooting fucking 50 and 40 and 86 from the line.
Yeah, with MJ. I've only heard about games 34 and 17 with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I didn't get to witness that shit as a kid. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this, being a coach, how do you feel about that pairing stylistically?
I don't like it, actually. I like the idea of it, but rhythm-wise, I think the ball gets stuck. Will get stuck. I think it would hurt the role players a lot. I think they would have to figure some things out. They would look a lot like Boston. Over dribbling at times, and just the ball will stop, and other guys will be sitting there looking at them play. Stylistically, I don't like it because I don't think they complement each other, to be perfectly honest. Now,
I have questions. I think the style of play has to change if that happens, for sure.
But I hear you, but as a coach and as if I'm a front guy office, it's hard for me to tell these guys who've been this successful to go change their game. Like, this is how I got it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, we're both MVPs. We both won championships. This is how I did this. Now you want me to? Sure. It's kind of like when Houston told Melo, you get two mid ranges a game when he went to Houston, and he's like, they got 20,000 points scoring with the mid range. Like, what are you talking about? Like, right. It doesn't make sense. Like, you're telling a guy who's been uber successful to do something. Hey, I know you've been uber successful, but I need you to change a little bit. They can look at them niggas like, nigga, you change. So I don't like that to fit together. And I hate to say this. Maybe if you got SGA off the ball and you got a traditional point guard there to like kind of even them out, maybe that could work. I don't want to move SGA off the ball because this is what he's been doing. You know what I'm saying?
He's really good at it. He's really good at
that. So
he's really good at it.
That's how you get fired.
So this is what I actually think is the better fit for OKC, but they would never do this because of his history. I think if OKC really wanted to move off of Chet and they wanted to move off of Jay Will, they should go get Kawhi Leonard.
That was the other name, but I thought another name, but I knew they would never do that.
Who did you think I was going to say?
Kevin Durant. They'd never do that though. They would never go get that. Hey, but that style, that style, those two styles, perfect. Perfect. Hey, you can put them two in a 2-on-2 and they'll kill everybody. They would kill
the problem is Kevin Durant's a fucking voodoo lady. Everywhere he goes, that shit goes left.
You just can't do that because the way Kevin Durant left it. You can't do it. No. I'm just saying style-wise.
Yeah, I was saying Kawhi because there's no history there.
Yeah. But because Kawhi doesn't. He's ball dominant, but he doesn't dominate the ball a lot.
No, not at all. And I think on the other side, the Clippers could really use those pieces. They got off of Zubats. They need another big. They need a good wing. And Jay Will would be a phenomenal wing. They already have what's his name from Cleveland? Not Maxey. the other dude. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about.
Who?
Hold on, man. We got the internet, nigga.
We talking about Cleveland?
Yeah, they have Darius Garland.
Oh yeah, okay. But
No, I'm talking about the Clippers. So I was talking about Kawhi Leonard. I'm saying if they were able to piece together Kawhi Leonard and Jay Will and Chet, I think the Clippers would be accepting of those pieces. You know, they need, but the only thing is that fucking OKC would probably have to take back Bradley Beal. But I think Bradley Beal isn't on that big ass deal anymore. So I think that Bradley Beal can probably be waived.
That's nasty. Not because Brad Beal, he's terrible, it's just because he can't stay healthy now at this point.
Yeah. Well, he's also not that great of a basketball player anymore in lieu of the injuries.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's just, he was who he was when he was. But right now.
All right. Spurs meet the Knicks in the finals. Who wins and how many games and why? The series starts Wednesday, June 3rd.
I want to say the Spurs in 5. I'm not gonna lie. I want to say the Spurs in 5. But it's the NBA Finals. They're gonna stretch it. Spurs in 6.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I cannot believe I'm saying this.
Because I thought about that too. You can
No.
say you can say the Knicks in 7.
I got the Knicks in 6, bro. I can't even believe I said that. But I gotta say why. I went back and I looked at those games that they played against San Antonio, and the bigs of San Antonio give fucking Wemby a fucking problem. They really do. And the Spurs guard defense is not as good as OKC's. So I think Brunson's going to be able to get his shit off. And the Spurs have absolutely no answer for Karl Anthony Towns. None. They have none.
But here's the thing. I think
because Mitchell Robinson's playing.
I think the Spurs, I don't give a shit. Unless Willis Reed coming out that building, they can lose this shit. I'm saying Willis coming out the
I'm just saying, you get good performances from Mikal Bridges, you get good performances from OG Anunoby. I think the biggest mismatch for the Spurs is OG Anunoby. I think it's gonna go crazy, bro.
We're gonna see. I think it's going. I think it might not be. I'm saying 6. I wouldn't be shocked if it was a 5.
Well, I can't say this. Based on my New York Knicks fan friends, I hope you're right. But I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I got a bad feeling about this. I think we might have to we might have to have the loudest fucking summer in fucking 3 years of a whole life, because they're gonna celebrate this shit until we're 90.
The Knicks win. I am not going to Yankee Stadium to see Jay-Z. That's gonna be. I do not want to hear that.
Oh my god! You know Jay gonna be throwing fuel on the fire, motherfucking Knicks, and oh my god, bro.
This nigga gonna be at every game in the Garden. You already know that. Him and Blue.
Every good, of course, every good.
In the Garden.
They already got the tickets.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, nigga. He gonna be sitting next to Spike like he been there all year.
100%.
He been in more Laker games than he been in Knicks games. But somehow it's gonna go right back to that New York shit. You know, in New York niggas, them niggas is different. But
yeah,
I don't see it. And the reason I think I don't see it is Brunson. What you said, I understand, but Brunson got to guard this series because they got 3 guards they're gonna throw at him. He can't hide this series.
No, but Brunson is not fucking James Harden on defense. He's not a cone.
He's a cone. Brunson's a cone. Brunson doesn't guard anybody.
He's not James Harden. No, he's not.
No, because he gives effort. James doesn't give effort. The nigga just can't guard.
Well, that's all I'm asking for.
It don't matter. They're going by him. What they're going to do is they're going to pick on him. They're going to attack him with those guards.
OG Anunoby's going to have Anunoby's going to have a fucking cone on him too, because he's too big for anybody out there not named Wemby. And Wemby's going to have to choose his fucking poison. You want to guard Mitchell, you want to guard Cat, or you want to guard OG. Because all them niggas is 6'9", 6'10", and up.
In order for the Knicks to win, Cat has to be the MVP. And I don't trust that.
Okay, I feel you on that. I understand that rationale.
And now if Cat come out here and give me 25 and 12, Knicks gonna win the series.
Okay, I understand that rationale.
Cat gonna have a game where he has 11 points, 3 rebounds. He gonna do some shit like that.
For sure. I understand that rationale. All right, Serena Williams announces her comeback to professional tennis in doubles. Want to get your thoughts?
I mean, the GOAT, arguably the greatest athlete of all times. I mean, she can do what she want to do. I mean, I don't expect her to win. I just don't. She's 44 years old, nigga. She's older than me by a couple months. I don't know, man. Look, man. I know my body feels. I'm not saying I'm a professional athlete, but I know this. My body ain't been through what her body's been through. Right? So I don't know if she can hold up the whole tournament. Good thing she's coming back with doubles. I think she's earned the right to come back and play doubles and do it as long as she wants. She's gonna draw a big ass crowd. I hope she does it long enough for me to go because my bucket list is right. See Serena in New York. I want to see her at the US Open. That's one of my bucket lists. So if she does make it and she continues to play, maybe I'll get a chance to see her or something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I love it. I mean, do I expect her to win? No. I'm Serena's exact age. I'm 44 years old. I still play basketball. I still lift 5 days a week. And trust me, I understand. I'm not a professional athlete, but I do understand age. And age is a real fucking thing. And God bless her tendons and ligaments and all that shit. Because you're running back, cutting hard, cutting back. I know, and she's a professional athlete. She's worked out way more than I ever have in my life. So I don't even know if she has meniscus left. I don't know if she's got any of that shit. So God bless Serena.
I feel like she's doing this for her kids too. I feel like she's like, I'm gonna show you guys what mom used to do.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Maybe. I don't know. Whatever her reasoning is, God bless her. And, I think I agree with you. She's on the right to be able.
You watch it? I'll watch it.
Of course. Of course. I'm gonna watch the first joint. When she gets smoked, I'm not watching that. I don't like watching the GOATs come back and get smoked. I don't like that.
I feel like this. I feel like it's like when Mike came up with the Wizards. I didn't expect much, but I watch it. I'm gonna watch every game because once they come back, you realize this is really good. You ain't gonna see them no more. So I want to see.
For sure. I watch Mike, but certain things like when Kobe fucking that shit hurt, or like when T-Mac fucking put some, like that shit hurt. It was like, damn, y'all killing.
I love that.
Killing the old man.
That's how you're supposed to treat the gold niggas.
All right, so the Eagles, switching topics, the Eagles trade A.J. Brown to the Patriots for 2 draft picks.
That's not even the biggest one today.
I know, I'm getting to it.
It was the first round and the 5th round pick, right?
Yep.
The Eagles continue to finesse the league. The Eagles continue to win. I love AJ. I love AJ's game. But at this stage of his career, you got a first round and a 5th rounder next year for him. They continue to finesse the league. And niggas who don't think Smitty is ready to be the number 1 receiver, y'all haven't been watching. Smitty is going to absolutely go nuts as the number 1 option as a receiver. They do need another receiver now because that whole division got 2 receivers. That whole division got 2 dogs.
I like this trade for both teams, to be honest with you. I mean, you got a first and a 5th.
I don't give a first rounder.
I don't like the first rounder, but I mean, being real, how many 1st and 5th rounders are going to turn out to be A.J. Brown? Not many. And the Patriots, let's be honest, they're in a win now window. So the Patriots, they need to load up right now and figure it out right now. These windows only last 2 years. So I'm not mad at it.
Let me answer your question. You said how many of those guys will turn to be A.J. Brown? If Phillies drafted him, they probably going to end up being A.J. Brown because the niggas don't miss. They haven't missed in about 7 years. They found out to get a top 3 pick no matter where they at everywhere every year in the draft.
Well,
like God,
I still like the trade for both teams. I like it for the Patriots.
Yeah,
all right.
That stress off of them.
The big trade. Browns trade Myles Garrett to the Rams for Jared Verse and 3 picks. Woo!
I mean, I understand both of them. I understand that Cleveland's in and I don't want to say rebuild, but they're not ready to win today unless Deshaun really comes out of his balls, right? But they do got a budding. They're getting a budding superstar who's 25 years old in return, and they get some draft compensation for it. I understand the Rams because we trying to win the Super Bowl this year,
right now,
now. This year, we want the Super Bowl this year, and we'll deal whatever comes with it after that. So based on where they both are, it
makes sense.
It makes total sense for both teams. I know everybody's like, "Oh my God." Now it comes down to who do you think wins the trade in 5 years? Garrett is 30 years old. I think what's the production looks like at 33 is the question, right?
I think that don't matter. I think what matters is
if you win.
You look down the line and you say if the Rams win the Super Bowl, it was a good trade in the Rams' favor, and if they don't, it wasn't. It's that simple. That's a win now move. It makes sense for both organizations. Hopefully, those draft picks turn into something for them, and whatever they end up doing with Jared versus what they end up doing with him. But at the end of the day, the Rams can use Myles Garrett right now, and they are in win now mode. The Rams want to win this year.
And the Rams said, we got a couple things we got to deal with. We got to deal with Jalen. We got to deal with Jalen Hurts in the NFC. We got to deal with possibly Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, and Jared Allen. So we're going to deal with it. This how we're going to deal with it. Run for your life.
Absolutely. And they got to deal with them boys in Seattle, too. They got to deal with them boys in Seattle, and they got to build them boys in San Francisco, too.
And Detroit.
Oh, yeah, and Detroit. Absolutely.
I think, I hate to say it, I think this year 49ers show everything. I think this year we might fall off. We got a shot, man. We took our shots. Okay? We got to win. You got to win when we take the shots.
We'll see. All right, so quarterback Russell Wilson is finalizing a deal to become a CBS sports analyst. Amid retirement talks. We seen the last of Russ. He still got a deal over there in New York.
No, I think he's over with. I think he don't want no part to this no more. I think Russ has been looking for a deal like this to get out of here and work weekends. Work Thursday to Sunday. I think he's been looking for a deal like this. He has a beautiful family that he's, raising, and I think that's what's important to him right now. And he can fly to New York, on Friday, and then Friday to Sunday, and watch the film at home.
Yeah, I mean, I think Russ is just tired of getting hit, man. He's not a pocket quarterback, brother. So you keep running around there, and these guys keep getting bigger and faster. And man, I'm tired of. I'm tired. Let me take this clean image to one of these networks and go get paid. And I think that's exactly what he's doing. And I'm happy for him, man. Get out that uniform. You've done enough. You're a Super Bowl champion. I think he's the Finals MVP or a Super Bowl MVP. What more do you want, man? He's definitely a first ballot Hall of Famer. What more you want? He's definitely gonna get that yellow jacket. So salute to Russell Wilson, man, on an incredible career. All right, so the New York Giants signed Odell Beckham Jr. Thoughts on the reunion? Can he help them out? He's too old.
My thoughts are he can retire a Giant, which is what he probably does.
That's what I was thinking too. This is Bron going back to Cleveland.
This shit is over with. It's been a while last year. Odell couldn't get on the field last year. What makes you think he'll be able to get on the field this year?
Yeah, I don't know. I think if he gets on the field, it'll be short-lived, and that'll be that. I mean, he's an older guy now. Those hits take a toll. They've been taking a toll, and he can't seem to stay healthy. He's in that part. So I hope he gets to retire a Giant. That'll be a nice thing for him, but I don't know if contributing is really going to be a thing. So let's get the nostalgia. Let's get the hot takes. What matters more to an athlete's legacy, changing the sport or dominating it?
Sorry. Shit. It's cut both ways, right? I think domination, because every great player don't necessarily change the game, but they definitely dominate. You know, you look at guys like Kobe Bryant. He didn't change the game, but he definitely dominated for a long time. Ron James didn't change the game, but he didn't change the on the court game, but he definitely changed. Definitely dominated a long time. You know, those people who come out of nowhere and they change the game, like Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan to a certain extent, because it became a guard from there. You know what I'm saying? Those guys are Steph Curry with the three ball. I mean, you can't duplicate that, so I don't really look at that. I look at the dominance, how dominant they play.
Yeah, same on this side. I think dominance. I don't think players run around so much and say, I changed the game. I think players run around more and say, nigga, I dominated you when I was in the league. You didn't win no championships, or I beat you in the finals, or I got more rings than you, or I got more MVPs. I think that's what they talk about. I don't think they talk too much about dominate or about changing the game. I think there's only certain guys that can even say that. And I don't even know if it's possible to get many of those guys even in the same room. Who are these guys? Like, you're going to put Wilt, Magic, Steph, and that's it? And Wemby? Like that's only 4 guys you put in that room? Like
9 guys you can put up there and okay.
Right. You know what I mean? And no offense, rest in peace, but half those guys are dead. So it's like, what are we talking about here? All right. Which accomplishment is harder, creating a dynasty or ending one?
Creating one. That's easy. Because most dynasties are ended within.
I think ending one is harder. I think we consistently see teams hold on to superstars too long to protect their legacies versus doing what's best for the organization. And I know that I typically fall on that side of the coin when it comes to protecting the greater player. But I think ending dynasties are a lot harder because it's so hard to get off players like Kobe, like Steph, like LeBron, like Tim Duncan. Like, it's hard.
So I misunderstood the question. I thought you meant from an opponent standpoint.
No, I'm talking about from an organizational standpoint.
That makes the question a lot harder.
Yeah. I can easily choose ending one, but I felt like I've just seen that scenario play out way too many times where teams have to go into these deep rebuilding valleys to rebuild after superstars leave because they were never able to get away from the superstar on time.
I think Philly's better because there's a lot of luck in getting that superstar.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes into play, like you look at Kobe Bryant. I mean, the Lakers got lucky to get him because the Nets should have drafted him, was going to draft him, but he bluffed him. Tim Duncan gets to the Spurs. Steph Curry gets drafted because he has bad ankles late, right?
Right.
All these things that goes right, and it's sheer luck a lot of times.
Right. No, for sure. All right, what's a bigger advantage, natural talent or competitive obsession?
Hold on. Say the question one more time for me.
What's a bigger advantage, natural talent or competitive obsession?
Competitive obsession. Everybody don't. You have more people with natural talent than you have people with competitive obsession.
Yeah, I'm going to have to say natural talent. I think when you're just naturally more talented than everyone, you can have somebody that is extremely obsessed about the game that just can't fuck with you. So I think if your advantage is that you're just naturally talented and more talented than everyone else, niggas can work really hard and that shit don't really matter.
Well, it depends on what level you're looking at it too, right?
For sure.
If we're looking at the pros, all of them are so talented, but I think that's when the competitiveness obsession really comes in the forefront. You can see that you can eliminate that gap between the talent when you're so obsessive with getting better because you're already talented enough. I think
for sure,
college, I think we look at like college level. or not necessarily NBA, but like overseas, all the basketball players not in the NBA. I think when niggas is better than you, better than you. They ain't really know you can do it with it. Like he's going
I
to
think
leave.
even on the pro level, I think listen, it may not have been what it turned out to be, but LeBron James is going to be the best in the league, whether he was obsessed with the game or not. He's that good. Kevin Durant was going to be exceptional in the NBA, whether he cared about the game or not. Now, it may not have turned out to be what it is, but for a certain period, like LeBron James would have dominated the NBA for 10 years, whether he gave a fuck about basketball or not. He's that good. You know what I'm saying? Or Michael Jordan would have dominated the NBA no matter fucking what. There's like he didn't have to.
But the reason Mike did dominate is because it's competitive advantage.
No, I think the reason why he won is because of his competitive advantage. In regard to him individually dominating the game, I think Michael Jordan was leaps and bounds more talented than the people around him, and that's the reason why. That's the reason why his competitive advantage is what allowed him to dominate the game the way he did.
I think I'm looking at it more the top players. I'm looking at it totality.
It may not have been for 14 years, but he would have dominated the NBA for a solid 5 to 7. Like not giving a fuck? Yeah. Mike off sheer talent is killing the NBA. All right, at what point does loyalty become a career mistake in a sports context?
At what point does loyalty become a career? Barry Sanders. Give me an example. Guys like that are loyal to a fault. And that could definitely,
I'm going to say Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think he's been way too loyal to Milwaukee way too long, and I think that's going to cost him in his all-time rankings when it's all said and done. Because Giannis winning one ring, one MVP, and one finals MVP being as talented as he is way different than him winning 3 or 4 in the all-time conversation. It changes things a lot. When you're that good, accolades are all that matters.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're Kobe Bryant good, when you're Giannis good, when you're Kevin Durant good, when you're LeBron good, when you're Michael Jordan good, when you're Magic Johnson good. That's it. At that point, I'm so fucking good that like the only thing that really makes me better is how much of this hardware I can put up here. And that's the only way I can really compare myself to the other niggas that's just as good as me. You know what I'm saying? Like you talk about Kareem and Magic and Mike, like I keep, those names, Larry, Isaiah. These are guys that are, they can change, Steph even. You know what I'm saying? These are guys that can change the flow of any basketball game on the planet just by their presence being out there. And that's a little, that's a different kind of power in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? All right. Which is harder to recover from, a heartbreaking loss or an embarrassing loss?
Heartbreaking. Easy choice. Heartbreaking. Easy choice.
I'm going to say embarrassing. Heartbreaking, I can get over because shit happens. Embarrassing usually means I fucked up. And I always think back to Chris Webber in the timeout. That shit will haunt him for the rest of his fucking life. And that might be the most embarrassing loss of his entire life. And he probably thinks about it all the time.
See, and I look at it from like the coaching standpoint, right? When you got into like competitive environments, and when I say competitive, I mean like more like tournament play, right?
Yeah.
When you lost in the semifinals and it was a dog fight, you will get your ass kicked in the third place game. Right. Without question, you're about to get your ass kicked. You're about to lose like 15. You get blown out. fuck, I can, as a coach, I'm resting guys. Like, fuck it. Like, you know, say, look, they're better than us. Ain't nothing we can do about that. We worry about tomorrow. Cool. So that's how I look at it, because I've been in both situations as a coach, and I'd much rather, in a tournament environment, I'd much rather get blown out. Fuck it, give me the blowout. Let me play the dominant team. They're probably going to win the thing anyway. So
Right.
fuck it.
Yeah, I can do getting blown out. If you've been an athlete on any level and for any period of time, you've experienced this.
You got your ass whooped.
But when you make a mistake, like somebody travels or somebody does some dumb shit, calls a timeout, we don't have one, throws a bad inbound pass that gets stolen. You know, that sort of embarrassment, I can't deal with those. Those kill me forever. Those are the joints that I can't sleep.
But I take that as a heartbreaker, though. That's a heartbreaking loss.
But it's also embarrassing, because if you make a mistake, like, okay, let's see, like, okay, remember that old Buffalo Bills play where old boy, I think it was Don Beebe, he caught that pass, he thought that he was out in the open, he started celebrating, and the Cowboys player tracked him down, hit the ball out of his hand, and got the fumble recovery. Yeah, it's like Leon Lett or something like that. Okay, right. When you lose like that, that is fucking embarrassing. Like, that is, to me, that's way worse than just the ball not landing on your side of the field that day.
I'm reading the question wrong. So
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the shit, that's heartbreaking. That like, you made a mistake.
No, to me, that's embarrassing. Like, you're out here celebrating, yeah, and then you get stripped and they get the fumble recovery and you end up losing 4 Super Bowls in a row. That is fuck, like, bro, I don't know what I'd be able to do with myself. I would.
I got you. I understand the question now.
All right, so what's your worst take of the week?
Hold on, I'm about to. This group continues to just put their foot in their mouth. This whole little team of people, and they doing it to elevate someone else. Rich Paul, and it came out this morning. Rich Paul had the nerve to face it with the say, well, Scottie Pippen's 6 rings count just as much as Michael Jordan's. Yeah, they won. Yeah, they won together. Yes. But we're not gonna act like, nigga, those are Michael Jordan rings. Those are not Scottie Pippen. Like, when you have to look at the ring. When you have to look at the ring, this isn't a Kobe Shaq situation, right? This is clear, like this is a 2000 Kobe Shaq stat situation. That's Shaq's ring. That 2000 ring is Shaq's ring, right? That's Shaq's ring. That 02 ring, probably both of them. That's both their ring.
01 and 02. 01 and 02.
Those are both those rings. They're both their rings, right? Nigga, those are Mike's rings in the grand scheme of things. So okay, he got a ring, cool, and he played a pivotal role. Mike doesn't win without that. But this whole shitting on MJ and Kobe Bryant every chance you get to elevate LeBron James, gotta stop, nigga, from this camp. It's gotta stop. Somebody gotta stop him. Like, somebody has to, when they say this dumb shit, because we get the reaction on sports TV, like Stephen A has to come out and say something 2 days later. At one point, one of these journalists gotta say, look, man, I need you to stop. I need you to stop this shit. Why he's trying to fix it to say, Rich, stop. We're not comparing Scottie Pippen's 6 rings to Michael Jordan's 6 rings. That's not up for a question. That's not up for debate. That's literally like Dwayne Wade and LeBron's first ring. That was their ring together. The other one is Bron's ring. That's Bron's ring. Nigga, let's call it what it is. That's Bron's ring. That second one, that's Bron's. Like, and Wade to tell you that. Wade like, yeah, nigga, that's second. That's his. Like, I was the co-pilot that year. Like, you don't get to change the narrative for that, okay? And he's just doing that. He's doing that like to try to somehow diminish Michael Jordan's 6 rings so he can elevate LeBron again. And that shit's stupid. I'm getting sick of them niggas.
All right. My worst take is going back to these Drake fans, DJ Academics.
Oh,
this
shit.
nigga sat up here and said nobody listens to Jay-Z. Jay-Z's washed. Jay-Z doesn't have cultural significance like Drake. Jay-Z is for a certain type of person. And I'll just say this. I feel like this underlining talk, especially coming from somebody that big in the hip hop media space, is just totally bad for our culture in general. This is what drives the ageism in music. People can't just take things for what they are. It always has to be attached to somebody's age or their their generation or their era or whatever it may be. At the end of the day, I think that Jay-Z and Drake have both committed or have both contributed a huge amount
Absolutely.
to the music business and to rap music in general.
Absolutely.
And so, you know what I'm saying? And so I just don't understand. Like, we can have our disagreements in regard to what's dope, but when that shit starts getting tied to, well, this is these old niggas or these young niggas or these YNs or these ONs or these, it's just like, all right, bro, what's good and what's not? Like, at the end of the day, like, I don't give a fuck if the words are coming from Dr. Cornell West's mouth. Are they good? Is it good? Like, can we just get to what's good and what's not? And so for me, DJ Ack, you get my worst take of the week because that shit was trash. Just talk about the content of what he said.
He was a dick rider, so what do you expect?
Yeah, niggas is trash. All right, what's your unpopular opinion of the week?
All right, this ain't gonna be unpopular on this podcast between you and I. But
Okay.
it's definitely unpopular in the world.
Would it be unpopular if Cam was here?
No, because Cam would probably agree with this too. But
Okay.
the masses of the world, the masses of the internet world, definitely don't agree with this. My
Okay.
unpopular opinion is, and it's kind of weak, but it is what it is. I've been having conversations with this shit. Telling the truth is not hating in any context. Me saying a factual thing is not hating in any context. Me calling a nigga a trick because he spends money on women is not hating. And just because you got it, you're still a trick. Why? Because tricking is not necessarily about what you have. It's about what you do with it. There's tricking on different levels. Yes, so yes, you're a trick. I don't give a fuck how rich you are. It is still tricking. That is not me hating on your bank account. That is me calling a fact a fact. I can look up a dictionary. Me calling a woman a quote unquote, mattress.
And yo, a hoe is gonna be a hoe.
She's a hoe. However you want to frame it and say that's not me hating on it. If she makes transactions for the punani, she's a hoe. That's not me hating, saying, well, I'm mad because you're mad because you can't get that woman. No, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with me saying these factual things. So for everybody,
Well, Randall,
for everybody in that world, facts are
unfortunately, we are in an era where there's a thing called feelings.
And those
and people do anything nowadays to protect those, even lying directly to your face.
Hey, look,
so
let me explain something to you. My nigga Trial said some years ago that I'll never forget this quote. He said something years ago. He goes, I'm a butcher it too.
I know what you're about to say.
Hold on, don't fuck it up. Well, fuck, I'm fucking it up. Perception has never altered reality, and it never will. I don't give a fuck how you feel about something.
It won't.
Fact is going to be a fact today, tomorrow, yesterday, in 3 years, in 10,000 years. Facts are facts, period.
I'm going to add on to your unpopular opinion just real quick. There's one thing in your unpopular opinion that I want to just emphasize. There's one term within that sphere that I absolutely hate, the phrase. And that phrase is my truth. I hate that phrase. I can't stand that phrase. When people say that phrase, I admittedly judge people that make that phrase. And yeah, I don't fuck with it at all.
Is your truth the truth? That's all that matters.
The thing is no one is the ownership of truth. Truth stands on its own.
That's it.
This is what it is. All right, let's get in the worst take. Mount Rushmore.
What's your unpopular opinion?
Oh yeah, I didn't even do mine, huh? Sure fucking didn't. Hold on, let me go back to unpopular opinion. I sure didn't. What is my unpopular opinion of the week? I had it too. What is my unpopular opinion of the week? 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 What What is my unpopular opinion of the week? Oh, my unpopular opinion of the week is that I didn't think the whole freestyle was that great. I think people are gassing it. I think it was really choppy. I think the flow was off, and I think the lyrics were okay. I didn't think that he wrote some groundbreaking shit. It sounded like he thought about that shit on the way to the arena, and then he was just saying that shit
I,
on
didn't like-
stage.
I will say this: as a whole fan, I think his flow could have been better. I like what he said though, but I think
Oh yeah,
if his
yeah, the flow.
if his flow would have been better, you would not be saying that.
Yes, absolutely. Because listen, man.
If his flow was better, he would be saying that. You like, okay, all right, cool, because it's delivery. Because like Big said the coolest, Big said the dopest shit. Hov said
sure,
the dopest, right?
Sure, for sure. Like it's not everything under the sun has been said.
Yeah,
it's how you say it, and so. I'm a Jay fan from way back when he used to say he was the heavyweight champion of flowers, like that era of Jay. So it's like you gotta button it, you gotta tighten up, Jay. Like you've been out for a minute. I get it. Even I went admittedly last weekend, I think it was. I went out to go see the guys that played for my Green Tape Live, and they ended up pulling me up on stage. And I went up there and fumbled some words. I ain't gonna hold you because I ain't rapped like that in a minute. So I told myself when I got home, you need to tighten up. You always need to be ready. So
don't do that shit.
So fast forward, I go to the homegirl's birthday party this weekend. She pulls me up. I do my thing. So, you just gotta tighten up, Hov. I know it may be crazy coming from me. You'll probably never see this. But at the end of the day, from older rapper to older rapper, I can just say, you got to tighten up, my nigga. That shit, you're better than that. I know you probably don't hear that much, but
you know who
you're
did
better
tell him?
than that.
You know who did tell him? Bleak.
Oh.
Bleak.
Oh, yeah.
That shit was whack, nigga. Nigga, that shit was whack.
Why you say it like that? Why you say it like that? You didn't say it like that to be in the dressing room.
I can see Bleak in the green room going, that ain't it.
That ain't it.
That ain't it, nigga.
That ain't it. That ain't it. That wasn't. He could. If imagine. Okay, the freestyle created a meteor-like effect. Anyways, imagine if it was fire. Imagine if it was like the freestyle he did at the B-sides. Imagine if it was like that.
You gotta get the Caesar back.
That's all I'm saying.
Come down, we gotta get the Caesar back.
Yeah, I know. You gotta cut them fucking heads off, man. Cut that shit off, Hov. All right, worst take Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore of athletes who would have the most different legacy of social media existed during their prime.
Athletes. Ooh. Social media prime. I think Allen Iverson.
Whoa. Yeah, that's a good one.
AI. I want to say Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's already bigger than the world, so I'm gonna leave him alone.
Mike would have been like Hov on social media. He never would have posted shit.
He never would have posted shit.
Or his shit would have been ran by somebody. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking niggas would just change the game. I think Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah.
Mike Tyson.
His promo game would have been A1. Oh shit.
Ali.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Ali. That social media game would have been different. One more. I think football player or something. Prime time. Deion Sanders.
He was on my list too.
That nigga would change some things.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pick different niggas then.
I missed one too. Damn.
I'm gonna go Wilt Chamberlain.
That would be epic. He would have nothing but holes on it.
That nigga Instagram would have been like Tory Lanez.
That shit would only be on Twitter. This shit would only been on Twitter right now. That's it, nigga.
Magic Johnson.
That was another big face. That was another one I thought about.
Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, that's a huge. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Lawrence Taylor. Whoa.
He couldn't be on his own social media. They had to take it away from him.
No, for sure. Lawrence Taylor. And my last is gonna be I'm gonna go the sprinter Michael Johnson.
That's a good one. My honorable mention is two of them really. Bo Jackson
I thought about him.
and Babe Ruth. Not Babe Ruth.
Oh yeah, that's actually a good one.
Barry Bonds, but I want Barry Bonds because I don't have to suffer through the whole game to see Barry Bonds hit 73 home runs. I go right to Instagram and see that bitch. Damn!
I'm gonna replace my last one with Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
I definitely want to see him get drunk before the game.
They're smoking cigarettes and drinking scotch before the game was wild.
For sure, absolutely. All right, Mount Rushmore artists who had the biggest gap between influence and actual catalog.
You mean their catalog, the influence outweighed their catalog, or vice versa?
Yes, the influence outweighs the meaning there's the biggest gap between the two. So whether their catalog is much better than their influence or vice versa.
Yeah. Biggie. Biggie. You would think Big had 19 albums that all went platinum. Big had 20. His influence definitely reached heights that even today. Influence. Eazy-E.
Yeah.
Eazy-E. Nigga, without Easy, how about this? I give you one. Without Easy, we don't get victory lap from Nipsey Hussle.
That's facts. No, it's facts. This is super
That's
facts.
how long Easy's run is basically done.
Nigga, if we don't have Eazy-E, we don't get gang by Chef Boy. Fuck out of here. Like, that's real shit.
Man. E. I said Big E. All right. Ooh, now we get hard. Prince.
You're going to piss some people off saying that.
Niggas get mad. Niggas gonna get mad.
But you know, I agree. I'm always the Prince's catalog is like, nigga, like.
Yeah, nigga, I don't care. Niggas get mad all they want. Prince. Great influence. Bodies of work. Got a lot of bodies of work that just missed. And I love Prince. I'm a Prince fan. Influence. Or vice versa. The other one's hard. The vice versa. You're the musician, so you're gonna better do the switch. Coming from the consumers, I can see the other way a lot easier. I didn't think of who just like who really hits. The niggas don't be giving credit to, but it's like, oh, this thing's Styles P.
That's a good one. His influence is heavy.
Styles P.
Yeah, or his catalog is a lot heavier than his influence.
Yeah.
His catalog's crazy. Yeah, for sure.
But his influence is more important than his
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, all right. I'll do 3 in 1 like you did. So for the ones that are more influenced in catalog, I'll start with Kurt Cobain. Felt like what Nirvana and that whole grunge shit kicked off.
I knew you were gonna go.
Yeah, that shit to me is fucking crazy. Second, I'm gonna say Lauryn Hill. Her influence on music and yeah, that shit like she got one album, G, like and a couple Fugees albums. You might be a bit like her and Kurt Cobain are split face on that bitch. After that, I'm gonna go Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown had huge influence and had like 2 albums.
We don't get Jodeci. We don't get Day 26.
Facts. Oh yeah, for sure.
We don't get Jack Lang. We don't get Will.
None of them niggas, bro. None of them niggas, bro.
We don't get Trey Songz.
Yeah, none of them niggas. Chris Brown, none of them niggas, bro.
None of them niggas.
And then the one on the opposite side, I'm gonna say is the Roots. The Roots are hella influential in regard to how music is programmed and played in hip hop. And they have an extensive catalog that goes back to 1991 or 92 with Organics. And they're just not really, super loved like that. Their catalog is hella extensive, but they don't influence like that.
All right. Before we go to the next one, I'm gonna throw a curveball to the curveball.
Okay.
Combine our list. What's the four on our list?
The four from our list, the big four.
Yeah, from our list together, we got 8 of them. We got 4 left. So we got I got Easy.
So you got Easy.
I got
Biggie.
I got Prince, and then I
Prince.
got
Styles P. Okay. So we'll do the first 3.
I would take on Styles P and Biggie. And we can bake the rest. Because I think you got bigger hitters than mine.
Yeah, because I was going to take off Styles P. No, I was going to leave Styles P versus the Roots for that category alone. I'm just doing the first 3. I got Prince, Biggie, and who was the other one?
Prince, Biggie, and who else I say? And Easy.
Easy. I got to keep Big. I got to keep Big. Yeah, I got to keep Big. Because Easy had more work than Big. He had the Death Row album, he had the NWA albums. He had the solo album. After that, he had the Bone Thug shit. He had shit. He had more than Big.
We got a whole cult based off Easy.
Right. But I think I got to keep Kurt and Lauren.
100%.
I got to keep Kurt and Lauren.
That made me want to do lists. When you said Lauren, I said, let's put these lists together.
Yeah. I got to keep Kurt and Lauren.
All right, so we got Kurt, Lauren,
Biggie, and then the last one. That's hard, bro. Because I love both of them. I really do. I love the Roots and I love Styles, bro. I'm really choosing Black Thought versus Styles P. That's really what I'm choosing. Fuck.
I thought it'd be fun to do that when we put it together. Let's put it
All right,
together.
I'm gonna go to Roots.
All right,
I'm going Philly.
I'm gonna go whatever you say on that.
I'm going Philly. The Roots picnic was just, I'm just paying homage. All right, Mount Rushmore artists who are impossible to replicate.
Can people have tried?
Yeah, for sure. But these are the guys that it would look crazy. You know what I'm saying?
So many have tried. They didn't look crazy though doing it. They actually paid homage to it. So does that mean I got to take them off the list?
Yeah, because you can't put like Michael Jackson. That nigga's hella easy to impersonate.
That's what I was thinking. But you can still look crazy trying to do it.
Yeah.
Hey,
but niggas make 6 figures off that shit. Niggas live off that shit.
Yeah.
Some people are Michael Jackson impersonators for a living.
All right, cool. Tupac. Niggas have tried and looked stupid doing it.
Backfires every time.
Ja Rule tried it, looked stupid doing it. Nigga, leave that nigga alone.
Backfires every time, nigga.
It never comes off cool.
Never.
It never comes off as you're playing homage, and it never comes off as you're looking cool.
Never.
All right. Prince. You cannot duplicate Prince.
I can say that some niggas have I can say some niggas have done that.
You know what? No, take it back. I'm not. But I'm thinking about the totality of Prince, playing the instruments, all that shit.
Okay.
So, R. Kelly. Hey, can you completely Has anybody completely done R. Kelly?
Aaron Hall did a good job.
This is actually harder than I thought it'd be.
Mm-hmm.
Marvin Gaye. I don't know. I'm tripping. I got to go back. That's what I got to do. All right, take R. Kelly out. Marvin Gaye. And Aretha Franklin. That's my 4.
All right. I got to go super eclectic because I'm talking about niggas you just can't replicate. You can't duplicate this person. My first is going to be Nina Simone.
Ooh.
Can't replicate her. She's one of one. Don't even try it. Number 2, I'm going to go James Brown. Cannot replicate. Can't duplicate. One of one. Nobody sounds like that nigga. Nobody tried to sound like that nigga. He's himself. He's a one of one. Number 3, Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is a one of one. He cannot be replicated. You cannot redo Snoop Dogg. That's not gonna fucking happen. Ever in life. And number 4, Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes cannot be replicated. No one sounds like that nigga. No one raps like that nigga. No one looks like that nigga. No one dresses like that nigga. No one does video.
You look completely fucking out of pocket.
You would look so crazy, bro. No one picks beats like that nigga. No one raps to those beats. Like, he's so much of an individual.
So you know, like, so when you say that, right? When you say that, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to. Like, I remember, because Busta's our era. We was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the local rappers, there were certain local rappers that tried it. And you looked at me and said, that ain't going to work. That ain't going to work. Like, you just knew that ain't going to work. Like, we like him doing that. Anybody else, we ain't, that shit don't look. First of all, what he does and what he wears and how he acts ain't cool. Ain't shit cool about Busta Rhymes. Only for that.
Except for him.
That nigga's the coolest nigga in the world when he does it.
Nobody could do the put your hands where my eyes can see video except for Busta Rhymes.
And look cool doing it.
And look cool doing it. Nobody could.
Yeah. That's a good list.
All right.
You don't give a shit this year, this week.
The Mount Rushmore artists with the strongest identity in music. So that means everybody knows their identity, their story, who they are. They have like the strongest identity in the space in music.
I mean, big face is Mike.
And to make it a little bit more difficult, we'll say alive.
Oh shit!
Alive.
Oh shit! There's gonna be all dead niggas on my list.
Yeah, for sure. Not niggas that have biopics already. That doesn't count.
Okay. I got
Mike just had a whole movie. The whole world knows that nigga's story now.
got another one coming. He had a series and
hell yeah.
All right, Mike had a cartoon. All right, let's see. All right, so what's the question?
Mount Rushmore artists with the strongest identity in music.
Hove. You know everything about him, but you don't know. You know everything about him, but you don't know shit. Dare I say, Beyonce. Taylor Swift. Not saying I'm a fan, but you ask her fans, they know everything about it. Sure. Everything. They know what kind of lotion she uses. One more. Oh, man. See, when you get to that last one, it's always a bunch of names in your head that you wish you said first. I ain't gonna tell you. That's too close. The first 5. Let's see. You too.
That's really strong too.
Yeah. Could you, or if it's got to be one artist, Bono. I'll go Bono. Yeah,
all right. I'm gonna start with 50 Cent. I think everyone knows this story. Everybody knows what he does. Everybody knows his character. Everybody know like he's
We know what he's gonna
universally
say before he
known
says
for. Huh?
We know what he's gonna
Yeah,
say.
yeah. 100%. You know, if you wake up in the morning and jump on your Instagram and he's the first post, you know it's gonna be something crazy. You know that. You know what it is.
Based on what
So I'm gonna
happened.
go 50. For sure, I'm gonna go 50 Cent. Number 2, I'm gonna go Kanye West.
That was the one I said I'm not. I didn't want to do him because I already did.
Yeah, Kanye West. I think we know his story a little too much. And I think his identity is a little bit too defined in this space. Like, I know a little bit too much about Kanye. I'm gonna go Drake. That nigga fans know what kind of toilet paper he used. They know the DNA strain of the nigga that got shot at his spot. Like, they know the last time he shook Kendrick Lamar's hand. Like, they know everything about that guy. Like, he is fucking beloved. And the last nigga I'm gonna say is The Weeknd. The Weeknd has fucking super fans, and that nigga is super identifiable in music, from his voice to his look to how he dances and shit. Like, that nigga is super defined in the space. Like, I think that's the space you want to get to if you're a musician. That is the fucking space.
I was gonna say Puff.
Yo, that's a good one. That's a great one. Hey, that's a great one.
I was gonna say Puff. I ain't gonna lie.
No, that's a great one. Sean Puffy Combs, absolutely. He has a strong identity in music, especially right now.
Not so good today, but it's never been really good. But we've always known he's a piece of shit. We just know how much of a piece of shit he is now.
That part. All right, worst take, curveball questions. What rap album would have the most different reception if it released today?
I should rate these questions. Let's see. The Martian Matters LP.
Ooh, that's a fucking really good one. God damn. That's a really fucking good one.
The shit he said. They say I can't rap about men no more. You going to tell me the vocal cords? Motherfucker think I'm playing when I saying it. Think I'm saying it? Just be saying it? Put your hands down, bitch. I ain't gonna shoot you. I'm gonna bully. That song alone. That song alone would be like, we can get released. They'd be like, no.
That's a really good one. That's a really good one.
The F word.
I gotta say,
crazy.
Yeah, that's for sure. Like, absolutely, that would be received way different if it was released today, for sure.
Today, I'm about to let it out.
For sure. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Rakim and Eric B. Pagan Fool.
Oh yeah, they'd be like, that shit whack.
Niggas would be like, nigga, that shit is trash. Like, get that shit the fuck out of here.
Respect to the gods. Respect to the gods, man. We appreciate
it. They would
release that shit.
They would say, get that shit way the fuck out of my face, nigga. That's exactly what they would say. For sure.
That shit get one spin.
Yeah, for sure. What era of hip hop gets romanticized the most?
The 90s. No. 80s, nigga, the 80s. They talk about them niggas like they was the Greek gods. All of niggas. Well, yeah, it's there, yeah. And the reason I said the 90s first, I'll let you tell yours first, then I'll go back to why I said that.
I was gonna say the 80s. It's because I was around, bro. Like, I wasn't a grown man, but I was a child. I was around. Hip hop wasn't accessible like that, and it wasn't around like that. And these niggas act like You know what I'm saying? Like, it was everywhere. And, you know what I mean? Like, these niggas was the biggest niggas. It's like, no, you weren't, because I was around. And I remember, like, none of my friends' parents let us even listen to the shit because of what was on there. And we had to sneak to listen to it. And we had to sneak to watch the video shows. And you know what I'm saying? So I think they romanticized it and make it feel like it was a lot bigger than it was.
So I got two questions. They kind of have. I just want to ask this question, but the first time I was going to explain mine. The reason I went from the 90s because I think the 90s is looked at as like the golden part of the golden years. You know, that golden decade started in the mid 90s through the 2000s, mid 2000s, right? So, but I went back to it because I said the 80s. Not only what you said, everything you said, but let's call it being the bean. That shit just wasn't so good. Now we advanced, right?
Not if you can.
It's like the first Apple type Macintosh computer. Yeah, it was cool. It was breaky, but I would use that shit today.
For sure. My main gripe with that era's music is because hip hop wasn't legitimate at the time. You know, you had producers using equipment that wasn't industry standard. So it's like, you know, if you listen to like a hip hop record today, like a good one, not, you know, a lot of shit, but like a good one, it compares to, you know, quality wise and like sonically, music wise, it compares to like a Sabrina Carpenter record or a fucking Taylor Swift record or a Beyonce record. There's no noticeable drop off, but in the 80s, it's like rap didn't sound. Yeah, you couldn't play Whitney Houston and fucking Curtis Blow back to back. Because that shit, you would notice it like, oh, what the fuck? Like,
engineering, production, and mixing is way different today.
Yeah, way different. And so, you know, yeah, I hear you. I agree with you.
So before we go to the next one, this is kind of, you know, I wish I had Cam on here to thought about this question. And it comes from one of my favorite movies. When did you fall in love with hip hop? Since we talk about hip hop, what was the first song that you fell in hip hop with?
It was the KRS-One, The Bridge Is Over.
Okay.
I was like, it wasn't the first rap record I heard, but it was the first record. Like, I just kept rewinding like that beat. You know,
you know, I got that from Brown Sugar, the movie Brown Sugar, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it was around there. So what was it for you?
I Need Love, LL Cool J.
Oh yeah. For sure. You liked hoes early. You was on the hoes early.
So telling me I need a girl who's sweet as a duck for the first time in my life. I see it. Look, there I was giggling about the. I do that song then like that.
That nigga Randall had his eyes on a girl back then. That nigga was I Need Love.
What, 89?
Yeah, something like that. 88, 89.
I really want on girls, but I knew I wanted to be on girls then. So I said that way. I was like, oh yeah, I want to be on girls then. I didn't know if I liked him, but I know I like him now, nigga.
Yeah, I knew I liked him by then. I was like 8, 9 years old, and I was like, listen, they already look good. You know, they already look good at the time. It was like, let's get it. All right, so what player would have the biggest legacy boost from one additional championship? And they have to be a current player.
It's got to be a current player?
Current player.
If it's a current player, it's easy then.
Who?
LeBron James. That nigga had 5? Oh, niggas be talking. Oh, those conversations get even more reckless than they are today. They be like, fuck Jordan 6. The 4 keeps him at bay. that keeps the arm lit. Like that jab that 4 keeps him at jab lit because you got Kobe with 5. That you know what I'm saying? You got the jab that we can have a logical conversation because we got a jab. Look, nigga, they only got Tim Duncan got 5, nigga. Kobe got 5. Magic got 5. That jab keep the neck back a little bit. If he had 5, nigga, it'd be like Mike Tyson in '89, nigga, with the way they would talk to us.
So I got one player in an honorable mention, and not LeBron James. And I didn't choose these guys because you chose LeBron. I just really think it would impact him more. My number one guy is Steph Curry. If Steph Curry had 5 rings, He would be in niggas' top fives. He would be better than Magic. He would be rivaling Kobe. He would be rivaling. He'd be better. He'd be better than Kobe. He would be rivaling. He'd be better than Magic. He'd be rivaling Kareem. People would be comparing him to Jordan. That would get fucking insane if Steph Curry got 5. He got 5, nigga. It would get so crazy out here. And another person who's my honorable mention is Kevin Durant.
I knew he was going there. I knew he was going to say that because I thought about him too. I said, I know the second one, nigga. I know the second one.
If Kevin Durant got 3 instead of 2, and one of them was not with Golden State,
Top 10.
That changes shit. At that point, you got to start putting Kevin Durant.
Him and Bird in the let's talk.
Yeah. Him and Bird got to talk.
Right now, nigga.
Yeah, they got to talk. They got to talk.
Right now, I got to put Bird here.
Bird got that jab.
He got the jab, right? He got that little jab, like, nigga, I got a jab to keep you at bay. He got that. If he gets that third, nigga, hey, yo, man, now we looking at Whitaker versus Mayweather now.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. 100%.
Talk now. Let's talk.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel you on Bron, but I still feel like if he had 5, Jordan fans gonna be like, nigga, 5 is not 6. So I don't give a fuck. They'll be like, go down there with Kobe and those niggas. But if Steph got 5, especially as a small guard, oh my God.
So I took the question. Yeah, I'm reading the question wrong. I took the question from the standpoint of how the Bron fans would talk. Not necessarily.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that conversation with them niggas will be, you think it's absurd now? Oh, nigga, that conversation will be like, nigga, you would think he had 11.
Yeah, for sure.
They would talk like he had 11, nigga.
Absolutely. Well, another honorable mention.
And he been there 10 times. That surpasses like 6, nigga. What are you talking about?
Another honorable mention that is a little outside of the bounds of the question, but I think it's valid, is Wilt.
Oh yeah, you be looking. Oh yeah, because you be looking at Wilt different. I tell you another one.
Absolutely.
I tell you another one.
Oh.
Niggas ain't gonna like it. Well, you'll like it. You wouldn't give a fuck. Bean. If Kobe had 6.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was my big face. If Kobe had 6, nigga, I'll be the nigga talking.
You know what? I don't even know how I missed that. Oh yeah, because I said alive. I said current players. That's why.
I'm on the 3rd floor right now. If Kobe had 6, I'll be jumping off the building, nigga. I'm off the building, nigga. Hey, that 5, keep me at bay. Keep me respectable, Mike.
If Kobe had 6, nigga, whoa, bro.
Mike fans got a jab. They got a jab to keep me at bay, nigga.
And the sweetest shit would have been if he was able to 3-peat twice. If that nigga would have 3-peated the second time.
09, if he would have beat
if we were to beat Boston in 08.
Nigga, I'm telling you right now, nigga.
If we were to beat Boston in 08 and then beat the Magic and then beat Boston again in 2010, Kobe's top 3, nigga. Easy.
Nigga, the city, what is it? The Citibank building in downtown LA, nigga. I go to the top of that and jump off that bitch. I'm dying on that hill, nigga. Yes, nigga. I'm talking reckless. I'm jumping all the way out the building with that. Yes. But, but they got a jab. You keep me at bay with the jab because now you can't talk that shit with Shaq because I got another 3-peat. So, and look, now I'm talking about, even though I'm going to get reckless and be like, even 2000, nigga. Kobe hit the shot. I'm going to get real.
If Kobe would have 3-peated twice, Kobe would have been on some like, don't compare me to Shaq, compare Shaq to Pal. That's probably what he would have said.
1,000. I would be saying shit like that. Like, Kobe fans be like, nigga, we out the building with this, nigga.
Yeah. All right, so last curveball. Which is harder, staying relevant or becoming relevant?
Staying relevant. Because you can fluke your way to be relevant. There's flukes. But staying relevant, you gotta put some work in to stay relevant. You gotta put some work in to stay relevant, bro. You gotta be consistent.
Being like an underground rapper, I have a different perspective on this.
Nigga said, I'm an underground rapper that has been fighting for the relevancy that's above my station for a while.
So look, man, I spent about the good first 10 years of my life really doing the fucking industry thing, like going to all the parties and shaking hands and kissing babies. I think what people don't look at is when most people make it or become relevant, that's a lifetime of work. You know what I'm saying? When Jay-Z dropped Reasonable Doubt, he was 26. You know what I'm saying? Even when Nas dropped Illmatic, he was 19. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is an accumulation of 25 years of work, 18 years of work, 17, 23, however long. You know, we've heard of actors and actresses that, you know, they got their first fucking break at 50, 40, 60, right? So is it harder to stay relevant for 10 years in a rap career when you spent 22 fucking chasing it? I don't know. Because getting on the plateau is, you know, it's like hitting the lottery. You know, less than 1% of us actually end up doing it. Like where you have, I'll put it to you like this. There are millions of rappers. This year, there might be 5 of them that get a hit record.
Okay. When you change my, okay, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? So getting that hit record, that shit is the hardest shit ever.
It takes some luck. It takes a lot of shit to go right.
Luck, the right producers, the right manager, the right marketing, the right label, the right time.
You got to get somebody who actually, you know, believes in you too. Like, it's a lot of shit. You got to get a nigga now that believes in you, that wants you in a space.
Yeah, and wants to invest in you.
Yeah, like nigga,
yeah, it's a thing, brother. Like getting on the plateau where people can see you. Like, I've been on the precipice a few times. Nigga, even getting to the precipice of where, like, you feel like you might blow up. Nigga, even getting there was like, it was like that last pull-up nigga with...
and I think coming from a West Coast nigga, it's even harder than the West Coast.
Of course it is, for sure. And it's harder for a nigga like me to rap super Easty. So, like, niggas out here be like, oh, nigga, you sound like a Wu-Tang nigga. It's like, all right, well, I don't gangbang. I don't do none of that.
Yeah, you're not saying cuss. you know.
Nah. And even them niggas, there's a graveyard of gangbanging rappers that never made it.
Man, it's a bunch of them.
Niggas that literally put their life on the line. Literally.
Remember the Bloods and Crips album? How many niggas?
Yeah.
I would love to see how many niggas.
Nigga, the whole cover's dead, damn near.
Because they was gangbanging for real.
Yeah, for real.
We should not be listening to this. To what y'all
Those were the first drill rappers, bro.
Yeah. I know you changed my mind. You changed my mind there because it takes a strike of lightning to get there.
Absolutely. And don't get it twisted. To maintain it, it's more strikes of lightning. But when you're visible, the opportunity's way easier. But when nobody know you, nigga, that shit's hard as fuck.
Okay, you gotta be all right. I digress. Nigga, you're right. Yeah, I think you're right.
That's why I started. I was like, well, as an underground rapper, I have a different opinion.
You have experience here. Okay?
Yeah. We're underground for a reason, Randall.
That's terrible. Like, damn.
I wanted to go triple platinum too.
I remember we were having a conversation. I forget where we were. We were in one of the studios.
Where Paramount was it?
I don't know if we were in Paramount. I forget where we were. But it was me, you, and Isaac.
Okay.
And Isaac said some shit, and Isaac didn't like hope like that. He was like, "That's the guy you should get your music to." And we both fell out laughing. You said, "It's a lot easier. It's a lot harsher." That sounds good, nigga. That sounds really good.
Yeah. I'm going to just walk right up to Jay-Z and be like, here, sir.
We gotta do it,
Here you go, Hov.
I'm sure that happens a lot to that nigga. He don't listen to none of them.
You know what's crazy, too, like in the business, too, is like, you could fuck around and be around somebody for a long period of time and still never get a chance to play your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I was around Dr. Dre several times. But I'm in his studio session when they're working on Detox. You think I'm about to ask them to pause something to play my record? You fucking crazy?
If you do that, it better be the greatest thing since sliced bread.
And trust me,
you would never be invited back.
I was in Dr. Dre's studio. Nothing coming out of my phone was going to sound like anything coming out that studio.
Because you look at, like, I looked at the because I rewatched part of the Kanye West documentary, which I shouldn't do, because it starts making you like Kanye again, and it's like, I'm still gonna fuck that nigga, right? But that's the Kanye I actually liked, so I can separate the two people. When he first got his first one, it was a Hov, and because everybody was ignoring him. Like, he was in there doing all the A&Rs, and that's another thing. They don't have no A&Rs like they used to, where people would go and listen to. Like, nigga, you got to get hot yourself. But like, even with him, like when he got on, what's the song he got on with Hov? Blueprint 2.
Yeah, the Blueprint 2, the Bounce or whatever.
That's Hov.
Yeah.
And they showed that part where Guru was like, okay, sit, like bounce it a little bit. And Hov was like, yeah, all right, now hold on. Breathe, bounce, and then he was like, that's it. And then he was in there, and then he came out. That's his first time being in the thing. And he was like, and Hov said that closed mouth don't get fat. Closed mouth don't get fat, nigga.
No, for sure.
If they was pushing Kanye up, who's doing all their music, how hard is it for a nigga off the street to get in there?
That's my point. You know what I mean? That's my point. And I didn't grow up with these niggas. I grew up in the IE, which makes it even more difficult. It's difficult enough being a West Coast nigga.
Yeah.
But being a nigga from the IE, it's even worse. It's like, we don't really have like a culture like that.
And I'll say this, and I don't know none of these new niggas, and I don't know Hit Boy like that. But all you rappers that was growing up with Hit Boy, because Hit Boy is a little bit after us, all you rappers that was in that circle, and you niggas haven't evolved enough to get in the studio with him, shame on you. Because, like you said, if you would have had a Hit Boy come out of the IE, I think things would have transpired for you a little different.
Well, I think also back then, like, okay, I'll just say it. Like, one of my issues with the underground hip hop scene in the IE is the fact that during my come up, it seemed like guys were making art for the purposes of just art and not for the purposes of forwarding the movement. All of the moves that I made as an artist was with the intention of doing that. So I was trying to make the biggest moves that I could make. I was trying to do the biggest things that I could do. I was trying to put the Inland Empire on the biggest stages I could. And a lot of guys weren't working towards the same goals. If I would have had a Hit Boy in my region at the time when I was hella active, because of the things that I was doing at the time, he would have came to work with me. Absolutely. Because of, you know what I mean? Like, we're now, there's a couple guys out there that's like popping, but not the way the hierarchy was set in the 2000s. You know what I'm saying? Like, at that point, there was really only a couple of guys you was going to name, and my name was one of them. You know what I'm saying? Where now there's a lot of guys out there that are doing their thing, and I don't know if there's so much differentiation between many of them.
And you know what? And back then it was. I think today everybody's trying to the algorithms sound the same, sound like the next thing. All these niggas sound the same.
Sure.
You couldn't get on back then sounding like somebody else. You had to be
that too
different.
That too, and then also being outside. You know, a lot of the work now that's done is online. I was in the street 6 nights a week, battling, ciphering, performing, going here, taking over this cipher, taking over this rap thing, doing this fucking, you know, this open mic thing, going to the radio to rap here. You know, I know people don't like to hear this, but word of mouth is still the best form of marketing. And the way that you get that shit going the best is by being in people's face. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one piece of advice for younger rappers. 21, no, let's say 21-year-old. What would you tell them?
Don't rap.
He's going to rap. So you can't tell him that. You can't tell him that.
No, this is what I would tell him. This is honestly what I would tell him. The music business is not what it was before, even when I started. So the possibility of you making a lot of money off it is little to none. So I would tell a 21-year-old rapper to sustain yourself in whatever you can find career in and focus on becoming extremely good at your craft and focus on quality over quantity. Make sure that you differentiate yourself in the space and be as different as you can be within yourself in the space, whether that's with your content, with your music, how you dress, whatever feels comfortable for you and your difference, do that and separate yourself. And do it with no expectations, and the best shit will come to you. I don't like telling niggas, this is how you blow up. Nigga, I've never blown up, so I can't tell you.
Well, I don't think there's a blueprint to it.
There isn't.
No,
there
there's
isn't.
There's a blueprint. It's relationships. That's all.
Yeah, but even those relationships. See, the blueprint. Yes, is relationships.
Get them no blueprint.
That part.
That's the
That part.
But gotta establish relationships
For sure. And I feel like also timing, and that's one thing you can't control.
Like it's all timing, right? It's all if Drake is born during Tupac's era, I don't think we look at Drake the same, right?
That's my point. To have a hit record, you gotta have to have a hit record, you gotta have the right record with the right artist at the right time.
Like Ja Rule never goes on his run, right? Or it's although I do think Cream always rises to the top, I do believe that. I just don't think it rises high. Certain guys are
not at all. Not at all.
High. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, you just got to look at things like what happens if Eazy-E stays alive? This do we look at I don't know if we look at Snoop the same way, right? Not because Snoop is whack, but because I think Dr. Dre and he was planning on doing some stuff together, which could have took some time away from Snoop. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, if Eazy and Dre get back together, does Dre sign Eminem?
Right? Because at that point they was all white boys, for lack of a better term. They was off that.
If they bring the NWA thing back, does Dre even have interest in them like that?
Do we get Aftermath? You know what I'm saying? Do we get Aftermath? So if we don't get Aftermath, does somebody else does somebody have the balls to take a shot on him? Because
if Eazy lives and he reconciles with Dre, does Snoop go to No Limit?
You see what I'm saying? Like shit started changing. And it's like, hell, like you look at Cube. Cube was looking at bigger at that point because Cube is definitely going to get involved in that situation.
Sure, for sure.
And you match that energy together. I think there's certain synergies all together. It just is going to happen. Like, it's kind of like I feel like when I'm trying to think when Hove and Jeezy get together, you're gonna get a bop. Them niggas for some reason when they get in the booth, something's coming out smoking. Something's gonna come out smoking. When
it works.
It works for them. And just can't figure it out. There's no rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah, it just works.
When you put Cube, E, and Dre in the studio together, it's going to work. And
ran in the DLC.
It's going to work. It
works.
You can do about it. It's going to work.
It's going to work.
It's synergy, man. It's synergy, and some people got it. And some people figure out who they have synergy with. Like think about MC Bree. He had a decent career, but every time he got with Pac, smoking. It's smoking like, oh man, like he smoked every time.
Yeah, some people just got it, man. I was talking about Talib Kweli the other day. I love that dude, but I always felt like he should have stayed working with High Tech. Those niggas put out classics together.
That synergy, that means something. And that's why when we talk about relationships right there, those relationships, they matter.
Yeah, they mean something.
You got to
I
find
mean, so.
the shit that makes you flourish the best, I guess, when it comes to hip hop and just in life in general. I think in life in general.
Yeah, I mean, it's a principle for life, man. I think over in general, like I was saying earlier, like the advice to the artist, if you just focus on becoming great at what you do, success will come.
Yeah, like all my friends make me better. Make me want to be better, make me a better person, make me smarter.
Vice versa.
I know dumb niggas on my that's in my that I talk to through my phone. So just don't. Sorry. So if I'm not answering your call, you know why. No,
I fucking feel you. All right, man. Well, that's been Worst Take, brother.
Sure.
I'll chop this shit up and yeah, man. Appreciate everybody for liking, commenting, subscribing. Let us know how y'all feel about this new format. And yeah, this has been Worst Take.
Yeah, man. Peace.
Peace, y'all.
This fucking game is about winning and losing. Me, I don't fucking lose.